On the record in cause number 32833, State of Texas versus Agarion J. Elam. Mr. Elam, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Elam, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elam, you may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Elam?
Doing good.
That's good. Mr. Elam, the information alleges that on or about September 20 to 2020, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of evading arrest detention. Mr. Elam, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to this charge, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, no contest.
No contest.
Now, you pleaded no contest freely and voluntarily.
Yes, sir.
No, you pleaded no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Elam, I have before me what has been marked as State's Exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. In this document, Mr. Elam, on page 2, under the paragraph titled waivers, there is a waiver of counsel for purposes of entering your plea. Did the court go over this waiver with you?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand? And is everything in this waiver true?
Yes, sir.
Now, also prior to you signing the waiver, the court provided you with explanation of rights to defendants without an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
In that explanation, the court informed you that you had 3 options. Number 1, that you may hire an attorney, or number 2, that if you did not have enough money to hire an attorney, you may request an attorney to represent you, or number 3, that you may represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you informed the court that you wanted to waive your right to an attorney and represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The court also informed you that if you chose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request an attorney from the court. Is that correct? Yes, your thing is on mute. And let me repeat that. The court informed me that if you chose to proceed without an attorney, you may change your mind at any time and may request an attorney from the court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Mr. Elam, also on State's Exhibit number 1, which is the misdemeanor plea admonishment, on page 2, there are some initials, 2 sets of initials. The first set is on a line that says no contingent, which means no contest. Are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
And below the paragraph that is titled Discovery Admonishment, there are a set of initials that state that you do not request discovery of the evidence and you waive your right to discovery. In this case, is that true?
Yes, sir.
And are these your initials?
Yes, sir.
Now on page 3, above the line that says defendant, there's a signature that purports to be yours. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document, which is the trial court certification to defendant's right of appeal, there's a signature above the line that says defendant that purports to be yours. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
And there are 2 boxes that's checked at the top of this document. The first box says that this is a plea bargain case. You have no right of appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second box states that you're waiving, which means that you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did you read the documents?
Yes, sir.
And did you understand what you read?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit number 1. State, you like to offer State's 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and the state will also offer Exhibit number 2, which is the probable cause affidavit.
Okay, Mr. Elam, the state is offering State's Exhibit number 1 and State's Exhibit number 2. State's Exhibit number 1 is the misdemeanor plea admonishment. That's the document that have your initials on page 2 and your signature on page 3. State's Exhibit number 2 is the document that is commonly referred to as a police report. It's also known as the probable cause affidavit. Now, the state would like to use both of these documents as evidence against you in this case. Is it all right for the state to use these documents as evidence in your case?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no objection. State's Exhibit number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. Elam, is there any evidence that you are currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, sir.
Mr. Elam, I'll accept your plea of no contest. I will follow the plea bargain agreement. excuse me, I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea of no contest and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is that agreement?
The state is offering 30 days jail time.
Okay, Mr. Elam, in your case, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Do we know the court cost? And you'll be required to pay the court costs. I'll tell you what that amount is, and then you can inform me as to whether or not you'll be able to pay that amount of court costs. One of those financial forms. You don't want to do financial forms. One of those financial forms. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Now, Mr. Elam, and I'll just repeat myself. The court informed you that you'll be required to serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail, plus you'll be required to pay the court cost of $292. Would you be able to pay the court cost of $292?
No, sir.
Okay, now, Mr. Elam, are you employed
No, sir.
and are you married?
Sir.
Okay, are you receiving any governmental benefits? Are you receiving food stamps?
No, sir.
And are you receiving SSI?
No, sir.
And are you living in public housing?
No, sir.
And do you receive Medicaid?
No, sir.
And do you receive TANF?
No, sir.
All right. Now, do you have any monthly expenses? Do you have to pay rent or a mortgage?
No, sir.
And do you have to pay utility bills?
No, sir.
And any child support that you're ordered to pay?
No, sir.
And now your food expenses, how are you paying for food? Is somebody providing the food for you?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any transportation costs?
No, sir.
And do you have to pay a cell phone bill?
No, sir.
And are you required to pay any type of probation fees?
No, sir.
And do you have any medical expenses that you're required to pay?
No, sir.
And are you paying on a credit card?
No, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elam, the court is going to find that you are indigent, and the court cost of $292 will be waived. That means that you won't have to pay it because of your indigent status. Now, Mr. Elam, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
And do you think that the state's offer, in your case, is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elam, the court is going to follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. You assess that 30 days in Jefferson County Jail. Your court cost of $292 will be waived, and you will be given credit for any time that you're entitled to get by law on your sentence. Mr. Elam, please follow the bailiff and have a good day.